Dating someone with anxiety can be pretty tough. In this video, we're going to go through 5 helpful tips for dating someone who is battling anxiety. So, what does it mean to have anxiety exactly? Anxiety is triggered by a perceived threat, which results in a physical and psychological range of symptoms. Anxiety is necessary as it helps us to avoid danger, which is normal, right? However, when you experience persistent worry in the absence of life or death situations, you may be suffering from anxiety. These feelings of apprehension can have negative consequences for both you, your personal, and your professional relationships. Now, what are some high anxiety symptoms, you may ask? Knowing what the symptoms of anxiety are make it easier for you to understand what your partner is going through. Anxiety affects a person's sense of safety, in which it triggers a fight or flight response. This physical response to persistent worry includes sweaty palms as well as shallow breathing, hand shaking, migraines, nausea. People who are suffering from anxiety may also experience muscle tension, irritability, insomnia. What else? I think that's pretty it, and like the fact that they can't breathe, they feel like they can't breathe, but that also ties into panic disorder too. Not only does this mental health condition have a physical effect, but it also impacts their emotional well-being. While it's not the case for everyone, anxiety is often accompanied by depression. I can vouch for that. People with anxiety frequently find themselves fixating on the worst-case scenario, where they imagine a negative outcome to the situations that they face in their day-to-day lives. It is important to remember that anxiety is not a personal failing, but a medical condition that should be treated by a professional. Now, dating someone with anxiety can be tough. What can you do if your partner has anxiety? If you're dating someone with anxiety, your relationship may face a wide range of challenges. So we're going to go through a list of ways you can offer your partner the support that they need to overcome the difficulties that are associated with their mental health condition. And generally, you can use these same tips to help a partner who's suffering from any mental health disorder, really. You just have to change up the wording a bit, because I'm doing this one on anxiety, but I've also done a video on other mental health conditions, like general ones. I'll leave a card right here for that. Do your homework about anxiety. The first step to offering your partner the support that they need is to do your research on anxiety and the effects of this mental health condition as a whole. Unfortunately, many mental health conditions such as anxiety are misunderstood. I can say that for sure. It's important to get your facts right so that you can gain a better understanding of what your partner is going through. While researching anxiety is beneficial, every person's journey with anxiety is unique. Not one journey is the same. You'll need to communicate with your partner efficiently so that you can learn more about their individual experience. Asking them caring questions about their daily challenges with anxiety can go a long way in making them feel accepted and letting them know that you care. Understanding how anxiety affects your relationship. Romantic relationships can intensify the feelings of anxiety. Persistent worry may cause people to withdraw, which can ignite emotions of abandonment and insecurity in their partners. Open communication can help you check whether your partner needs some space when they feel worried. It's also an opportunity to ask them how you can offer them support in the most effective manner. The next one, pick up your phone. Don't text or use instant messenger. When you're dating someone who suffers from any mental health condition as a whole, talking to them over the phone benefits them a lot better than texting them or sending them a message over Facebook or something. It's important to take the time to talk to your partner, whether it's to resolve a conflict or to offer them support. Another downside of digital communication is that the tone of messages can be misunderstood, which can lead to unnecessary misunderstandings. Don't be afraid of their emotions. Anxiety can trigger emotions that are difficult to deal with. Instead of trying to rationalize with your partner when they're struggling with their emotions, make them feel understood by validating their feelings. Try to stay calm yourself so that you can give them the support that they need. This one is pretty important because if you break down while they're breaking down, it's just going to cause a cluster of problems. Learning how to listen. Listening helps your partner feel loved and accepted in any relationship, and this is particularly true for people who are struggling with anxiety. Anxiety can leave people feeling ashamed and isolated, which also contributes to the cycle of persistent worry that they are facing. When you're listening to your partner, try to ask caring questions which show them that you want to understand their experiences. Avoid giving them advice unless they ask you for it. Unwanted advice can make people feel disempowered, and it can also shut down the conversation because it feels like you don't care. You just want to cut them off. While dating someone with anxiety requires patience and acceptance, it's essential to take care of yourself too. Listening to your partner is helpful, but it's important to remember that you're not your partner's therapist. You should always encourage him to go talk to a counselor, talk to their doctor, talk to a psychiatrist, because it can help them better get a grasp on what they're dealing with. You may feel frustrated and angry at times, but it helps to realize that your feelings are directed at anxiety rather than your partner themselves. This change in perspective makes it easier for you to join with your partner in reclaiming your relationship from the effects of anxiety. While you know you want to be supportive, setting up boundaries is necessary if anxiety triggers insulting or critical behavior in your partner. Addressing unjustified criticism helps your partner to be aware of this negative behavior so that you can switch to a more positive outlook on life. Practice self-care and remember to ensure that your needs are also being met in your relationship. It's important to have a supportive network for yourself, which can include friends, family members, maybe even your own counselor. If you choose to go see one while you're dating someone who has anxiety, there's nothing wrong with that either. But there is no quick fix for recovering from anxiety. Feeling supported in a relationship can go a long way towards alleviating feelings of persistent worry. While dating someone with anxiety can be challenging, offering your partner the support that they need through difficult times can strengthen your bond and create a healthy foundation for your relationship. With that being said, I thank you guys for tuning into this video. Hopefully you learned something new, maybe gain more of an insight on dating someone who suffers from anxiety. And I thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one.